One of our primary jobs as songwriters is to communicate all of the emotion that the song contains as effectively as possible. Consequently, one of the things that is important is for you to preserve the natural shape of the language. That is, when you have something like humming through the walls, the natural shape there, humming, ba-da-da, strong, weak, 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 strong, strong, weak, 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 strong, stressed, unstressed, stressed, humming through the walls, to preserve that shape. Because if I were to say to you, humming through the walls, at that point, it doesn't have that same impact. It loses its meaning if I say humming through the walls. It's as though through is saying, wait, I'm important too. And it's not. So when we are taking that natural shape, ba-da-dee-da-da, we're going to have to try to preserve that when we place this line in musical rhythm. So let's talk about taking a lyric line with its shape and placing it into a melodic rhythm, placing it into a musical context. I don't want to talk here yet about melody. I don't want to talk about harmony. I just want to talk about rhythm, about musical rhythm or melodic rhythm. If we just listen, simple drum loop in 4/4 time. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. That drum loop in 4/4 time, we just went through 4 bars of 4/4 time. Each bar of 4/4 time has, I guess you'd say, a definition. A bar of 4/4 time. 4 1/4 notes per bar. 4 quarter notes per bar. And those 4 quarter notes have a relationship to each other. Those 4 quarter notes are strong on the downbeat, weak on the second beat, strong but not as strong as the downbeat on the third beat, and weak on the fourth beat. That's the definition. That is basically a description of how we listen. Here's something, balance it off. Here's something, balance it off. So strong, balance, weak, strong, balance. Strong, weak, strong, weak. When we start placing stressed syllables into, say, a bar of 4/4 time, we don't worry at all about musical pitch. That is, if we have humming through the walls, where language-wise, hum, walls are higher in pitch and ming through the lower in pitch. When we translate that into a musical context, we are not translating melody or pitch of our language into pitch musically. Rather, when something is pitched in speech, like hum, and walls. What that means is that as we place them here in a case of 4/4 time, as we place them, hum and walls will go in stressed positions in the bar, and Ming through the will go in unstressed positions in the bar. If you think of the stressed positions in your bars as spotlights that you turn on when you place a syllable in that position, then what happens with hum and walls when we turn on through is that now we have more light on through, and because there is now more light, it is fair to say with those three spotlights shining down on hum, through, and walls, that each of those is getting roughly a third of our attention. If I take through out of that strong position, humming through the walls, if I take it out of that strongest beat in the bar and turn off that spotlight, then it's fair to say that hum and walls are getting more attention, that they are getting more light. That, if each one was roughly the same, that hum and walls are now gaining 17% of our attention by turning the spotlight off of through, which really didn't belong in the spotlight in the first place. So that think of the stress positions in your bar as spotlights. And just ask yourself, as the director of the play, who you want to be in the spotlights. So let's consider the line, I wish you'd take me traveling. I wish you'd take me traveling. I wish you'd take me traveling. I wish, okay, pronoun, verb. I wish you'd pronoun take. Take, not a very strong verb, but a verb. I wish you'd take me traveling. 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 Note that in traveling, the first syllable, of course, is stressed, trav. And then the ul, of course, weak. And then what do you do with the ling? I wish you'd take me traveling. Yeah, no, not so much. I wish you'd take me traveling. And it's almost as though you're omitting in the three-syllable word traveling. It's almost as though you're omitting the second syllable and saying traveling. I wish you'd take me traveling. Traveling. And so that the ling of traveling is weak. And so setting that in 4/4 time, I wish you'd take me traveling. I wish you'd take me traveling. 1, 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. 1, 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. Now, in 4/4 time, that seems to work out pretty well. Because remember that here, wish was on the downbeat of the bar, the strongest beat in the bar, and trav is in the third beat of the bar. So you get those two very bright lights in the downbeats. And then the take, which was kind of a weaker verb, is in the second beat of the bar. And the third beat of the bar is not as strong as either of the two downbeats. So the wish you'd take me traveling, the take now being in a lesser but still strong position, creates, I think, a right balance of the relationship between wish and trav and the weaker verb take. 1, 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. I wish you'd take me traveling. Wish you'd take me traveling. If we wanted to diminish take even a little bit more, Let's see what happens if we skip the second beat of the bar and stick take slightly behind that second beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish you'd take me traveling. 1, 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. 1, 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. And that's not bad. That's not bad. So it really depends on how much juice you want take to have, how it feels. For me, I really prefer the take being slightly off of that second beat because it gives, again, more light to wish and trav. But it's still a fairly regular line. So this is the whole area of setting, of finding the appropriate placement of the syllabic or lyric rhythm in the melodic rhythm, the rhythm set by the musical context, by the time signature. Let's try it with a simple loop. 4/4 time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. It's not so bad. 1, 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. If we take off of that third beat, put it a little behind there, then we get 2, 3. Wait till it comes around. Here we go. I wish you'd take me traveling. And that diminishes take a little bit. 2, 3. I wish you'd take me traveling. So there's that. How about humming through the walls? Humming through the walls as opposed to humming through the walls. Humming through the walls. Humming through the walls. Humming through the walls. So that being aware of what function your word has, through, at, in, on, with, all of those words, those prepositions, really are there to help out. They are the velvet cloth, remember, that the gems of your meaning are set on. And when you start taking pieces of that velvet cloth and saying, oh, look at this too, then it's simply velvet cloth, and why are you looking at it? So that if something is unstressed as you speak it, then let it remain in the dark. Let it remain outside of the spotlight that is created by the stressed syllables in your bars. This is the whole area of setting, which is a huge area and one that I would like for you to get very, very, very good at.